Hey y'all, it's Charlie Merrill with Merrill Performance. So I had this really funny conversation today with a client I was seeing who had some swelling in her knee, just really mild swelling on the inner part of her knee a few weeks ago. And that had since resolved and she was left with a little bit of discomfort. And at the end of the session, like happens a lot with people in pain, they invariably ask me the question, so should I be icing this, right? And every now and then people catch me in kind of a sarcastic mood. And I sort of draw them like a decision tree, kind of like this. And my question is, well, does it feel good? Like, do you like the way it feels? And if they answer yes, I usually say, yeah, go for it if it feels good. If their answer is no, then we usually talk about some other strategy. And so while you can sense the sarcasm in my answer, I really save ice for the times when people have a really hot joint, when it's swollen, it's full, it's red, feels super warm, you're trying to cool it off, and there are so few times when pain actually warrants ice. That said, it can be very inhibitory to the nervous system. So if we're talking about trying to have a conversation with the brain, which is driving all of our pain, sometimes ice, if it feels good, can really calm things down. And people will actually feel better afterwards. But listen, I think one of the most important things about doing any type of modality, and ice is one of them, is that how we relate to why we're doing it becomes really important. And what I mean by that is, if every time you sit down on the couch for 15 minutes, you're putting ice on your knee and you're just hanging out, does that remind you that you're hurt, that you're fragile, that things aren't okay, that pain is dangerous? If you're giving yourself that reminder 2 or 3 times a day, imagine what that does to your psyche and your brain. It starts to create this belief system that exactly what you're thinking, that things aren't okay, they're damaged, and you're reminding yourself of that often. So the benefits of ice rarely outweigh the downsides, in my opinion. If I'm going to recommend anything to people around using cold, I'd rather have them submerge their whole body in a creek or in some type of a cold tank, or do something that's going to really affect the whole entire cardiovascular system. I mean, look, at the end of the day, our bodies already do this well, and we don't really trust ourselves most of the time enough that we have plenty of blood flow going to our knee to heal things, to heal something if it's damaged or injured or broken. We don't need ice to help make that happen, you guys. Our body already does that super well. So coming back to my original point, if ice feels really good, and it feels nourishing, and when you get done it feels better, great, go for it. Even if it's just a placebo, if it changes the response of your brain to the feeling of danger in that knee, I'm all for it. But if it continues to reinforce this idea, if you're doing it every day, especially if it's not helping, that you're damaged, you're injured, you're broken, shut it down, stop, find something else to do. It's a passive modality, find something active. You're almost always better off if you're moving than you are sitting on the couch icing your knee. So there's my simple answer, decision tree for whether you should use ice. I really hope that's helpful, you guys. If you like what you heard, click the like button, share with your friends, spread it around for me, take a second to subscribe, and I will look forward to seeing you next time.